Hey, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am 13 DPO and we're going to be taking another first response. If you missed my last two videos, I started testing with first response at 11 DPO. So I have that posted if you want to go back and watch that. Yesterday I felt like I saw a little something on the first response, but it was very faint and I think it was just like the indent line, and then when it fully dried up there was definitely a very clear evaporation line, but it's kind of weird how I saw that yesterday before the whole test had dried up. But as for today, I'll show you guys my chart as soon as I dip this, but let's go ahead and because that takes the longest, and I'll show you guys my chart on the Fertility Friend app. I just use the free version of Fertility Friend, and they also have like a paying version, but I just use the free one. Here is the blank test. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it. First response, you dip for 5 seconds. On yesterday's test, I didn't dip it long enough, so I'm going to go a little bit past the 5 seconds until I see it running through, and then I will let it rest for 3 minutes. And we will check out the results. Alright, and this is first morning. Today is 7:09 in the morning. So that's running through. Cover it up. And I will show you guys my chart while we wait a little bit for that. So as you can see on my chart, it tells me I am 13 DPO today, based on an ovulation date on the 15th of July. And today is the 28th, and I am expected for my period tomorrow, where it is highlighted in white with the pink box around it. That usually means that that's the day my period is due, and that's the day that I should test. I did have a slight temp drop today of just 0.2. So I am not sure if that's signifying AF is coming too soon. It's not an extreme drop. I don't have a cover line for some reason. I think, yeah, because I skipped a couple days of temping at some point, so it never gave me a cover line. But as you can see here, my period is expected tomorrow. As for symptoms, I didn't really have any yesterday. I did have a slight headache in the morning, and that went away throughout the day. And then I did get, I know I said I didn't get any breakouts yet, but then it feels like after I said that, I got a breakout around my neck area. So that's usually telling me AF is arriving, in combination with a small temp drop, but it's not really a bad temp drop. So my ovulation temperatures usually range around here, 98.3s and 2s, 98.1. So I'm still at 98.7 for today. But we don't know. I could have ovulated a different day than what it is saying here. But I did have those 3 positive ovulation tests for this cycle. So the app pretty much calculated that I ovulated on the 15th. That's around the time I felt all my symptoms as well. So I did have a little bit more spotting this morning as well. It was more pink blood, not brown blood. So again, that could be the start of AF as well. But we're going to go ahead and wait a couple more minutes until the test tells us the results. First response being the most sensitive. I feel like by now I should see a clear faint line or something, if all that spotting earlier in the week was due to implantation. So let's give it another 2-ish minutes and we'll be back and check together. Alright, it should have been enough time now. We're going to go ahead and look at the first response. Like always, I will try to show you guys on the camera screen first, and then I will try to take a closer look my own self. Trying to focus it. I don't think I'm seeing anything from the camera screen. So let me go ahead and look. I'm just seeing the same thing as yesterday, which is so annoying with these tests because I watch other people's videos and it's the same thing. Try to I'm going to take it out of this thing again. I know you're not supposed to because that'll give you definite evaporation lines once it dries, but I like to take it out of the case and put it against something white just so I can see if the line I'm seeing has any color to it, and that helps me kind of calculate if it's an indent line or something like that. But to the naked eye, I feel like I see just a little shadow line, but that could just be the line where it would be positive if it was positive. So let me take it out of here, take a good look at it, and I will decide. All right, here is yesterday's test on the top, today's test on the bottom. I think the flashlight is making it a little too bright, but maybe you guys can see that evaporation line from yesterday. It's clearly there now, and that's what I felt like I saw yesterday before the test dried all the way. And then today's, I slightly see something, but I think it's just the same thing as yesterday. I think it's going to dry into a very strong evap line. So I don't know, just gonna go with negative, obviously, because it's not a clear pink line. It's not a clear, I don't see any color at all. I think it's just the area where the line is supposed to be. That is what other people are seeing with these tests as well as me. But I'm gonna go with today's is a negative at 13 DPO. And if I don't get AF by tomorrow, I will go ahead and take another. I think I have one more left or two more left. I just bought a new box yesterday. Can't remember if it was a 2-pack or a 3-pack. Yeah, it's not catching it on here. But we'll be back tomorrow if AF does not show. And we'll see what the results are. Thanks for coming back and watching today. If you're on a TTC journey, I wish you the best of luck, that you get your positives very soon as well. But we'll come back tomorrow and take another one. See you guys then.